Hey guys, Alex here from MovieBuzzers.com bringing you my next video review. Today I'm going to be talking to you about Roger Michel's new film, Morning Glory, starring Rachel McAdams as the lovely an obsessive Becky, Harrison Ford, Diane, Keaton, Jeff Goldblum, and Patrick Wilson. Now, you may know some of those names like Keaton and Ford. If you don't know Patrick Wilson, he was in the film Hard Candy with Ellen Page. He's a pretty good actor. And you know Jeff Goldblum. I mean, come on, he was in Jurassic Park. That's all you really need to know about Jeff Goldblum. He's a quirky Jew. It's funny. Love him. Love the guy. So anyway, the movie is about Becky, or Rachel McAdams, and she loses her job, and she decides to apply for a bunch of jobs, and eventually gets hired as an executive producer for a failing television network, and national, I should say, and it's her responsibility to bring ratings up and kind of restore the integrity of this network. Now, immediately she gets rid of one of the anchors, and Diane Keaton plays one of them, and she decides to hire Mike Pomeroy, played by Harrison Ford, who's a legendary political news reporter. And because it stipulates in his contract that he has to work for them to get money, Rachel McAdams gets him and puts him on the air. He's not exactly the most friendly person and makes no effort to participate in the station. While everyone else is excited, he's not. And so we see this bicker, bantering kind of thing going on. And the movie is about three things. How difficult it is to deal with big personalities or people with large egos. How much it sucks to work in the news industry. I personally worked in the studio where they filmed this at one point in my young career, and news sucks, I gotta say. And Rachel McAdams, here's the thing, obsessive. She's obsessive. That's the whole problem when you're a news reporter. You're watching shows out of the corner of your eye, trying to make sure break news, like all this stuff. It's miserable. But I will say Rachel McAdams nailed it, and I think she was the glue that held this film together. I would call I'd call this movie cute. I don't like to use that word as much as Harrison Ford likes to use the word fluffy, but that's what I have to call it. Because there was one scene, that 10-minute segment, that was just hysterical, and I was crying. There was even a parody of a YouTube video. But Diane Keaton, she was laughable. She wasn't too psychotic in this film. Harrison Ford was, he kind of talked like this. It was kind of like he was trying to be Christian Bale and Batman, you know? There's no reason that we have to film this. Yes, he's supposed to be this angry, grumpy anchor, but you're not trying to be a Christian Bale Batman here. You're a news anchor. Other than that, Harrison Ford got some good laughs. I think a lot of people will enjoy this movie. It is enjoyable. It's not horrible. It's not the best thing I've ever seen, but it's above average. Patrick Wilson was solid. I got no complaints from him. He was Rachel McAdams' love interest that seemed just kind of confused the entire movie because she couldn't let go of her work. Her work was her life. And Jeff Goldblum just had a minor part as Rachel McAdams' boss, so whenever he was on screen, he was actually pretty entertaining. So for the most part, Morning Glory it's entertaining, and I think a lot of people will enjoy it. You know, I'd go with, as a couple, you know, I saw it with a friend of mine. I wouldn't go by her. You can go by yourself if you want, but it's definitely an enjoyable movie if you want to just see something light. So this is Alex from MovieBuzzers.com signing out.